Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, more bad news for streamers. Basically, Disney slash Hulu, because Disney basically owns Hulu now, or is going to be buying out their shares of that at some point soon, it looks like, have dumped like 50 shows. And this is really bad. It's even dumped some new shows like Willow, and I'm a bit annoyed about that because although I'd heard bad things about it, I was going to watch it because I figured I'd sign up to Disney at some point. Because normally what I do is I just sign up to like one, streaming service for like a month, and then I'll just binge whatever I've sort of, missed and catch up, and then I'll go to another one. And I don't always have a streaming service every month. Just every now and again I'll sign up to one just because there's something I want to watch, and then I'll catch up on all the other stuff I've missed that, I could live without, but since I'm here and I've got a subscription, I'll just watch all of them. So I was going to watch Willow at some point. It's like, well, I can't do that now that it's actually gone already. It only finished back in January. It didn't do very well, but I still wanted to watch it just to see what it was like. I was going to watch the film and then watch the series, but it's already gone, and that's the danger of streaming. These shows that are released on streaming, they're exclusive to streaming services. And if they don't do well, even if you like them, even if a few 100,000 or a few million people like them, if they don't do well enough, they're just going to be gone. They're only going to keep the most popular shows up. And a lot of people, I feel bad for, a lot of people got rid of, when the streaming services sort of kicked in and the streaming war started and everyone seemed to be bringing out their own streaming services and everything, people were like, oh, I don't need a DVD collection anymore. I can just get rid of all my DVDs because, particularly Disney, it's like, oh, the Disney catalog's going to be available on Disney Plus forever, so I don't ever have to buy another DVD again. I can just, go to Disney Plus. And it's like, no, they've dumped like 50 shows. And this is going to be the norm. This is the norm. Basically, if things don't do well, or even if they don't do it, they don't even have to not do well. I guess they don't want to pay to maintain all their titles being on the site and all the expense for that, and it does cost money to keep these things actually available for streaming. They're just going to keep the most popular shows. So people because normally, like with cable, you'd all pay, everyone would pay, but they'd make shows that really just was for some areas of the service, and the idea was, you paid and you got, what you wanted. You got something different. It didn't rely on ratings and the most popular. You could have a show that was basically funded by the subscription fees, because an area of the subscribers actually wanted it. But that doesn't seem to be the norm now. It's just sort of like, well, they'll create a show, there'll be a fan base that loves it, but because it doesn't do well enough, they cancel it in 1 year, and then it's off the streaming service if it doesn't sort of pick up later in streaming. And really, it's all about physical media. I mean, I love my physical media. I was just looking at some of my box sets. Twin Peaks, look at this. You get all of this, all the artwork, and you've got it permanently. No one can take this away from me. I can watch it whenever I want. I don't have to worry about licenses and contracts. I mean, I have, all 10 Star Trek films in one box. No one can ever take it away from me. I can watch it whenever I want. Don't have to worry about, like Paramount Plus, 1 month they've got this film, that film, the next month they got the other film, and I think they're still missing Beyond. I mean, I'm not missing any of them. I've got them all here. And consistent quality, unlike trying to watch something online when they say it's HD, it's not true HD. There's buffering and what is it when they compact something down? It's just a mess. I used to have whole bookshelves full of DVDs. I did downscale a little bit. I got rid of some stuff I didn't really need. Bought digital copies of other stuff that I didn't want to actually have physical space taking up. And then I put a lot of them in like CD holders, and they're all packed away that way, and all the sleeves are in like folio so I can flip through them, but they don't take up the physical space they used to. And a lot of the random ones I just keep in like collectible lunchboxes. So I'll just have that's Enterprise and Strange New Worlds, because I don't have the bookshelf space for all the individual DVDs, and you can't just have them sitting around because they're a bit too delicate. Whereas put them in a tin, sit them on a shelf, sit them on the floor, doesn't matter. But yeah, I just feel like physical media is kind of dying, but that's in part because people bought into streaming being this, library in the sky that always have access to. But we're seeing time and time again that the streaming services aren't committed. They don't care about the library and what you want to see and have access to. They only want to keep up what people are watching every day, the most popular things. And they're editing things, they're removing things, shows that, just pop up for a season and then don't get a DVD release and then go off streaming and people can never find them again. It's just brutal. And I just think it's really sad, and I just sort of want to do a video commenting on that and promoting physical media. Buy physical media. It lasts.